Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more Rimworld, the Mandalorians, and today is the series finale. I think I'm definitely going to hold on to this save and to this mod pack with my local files because there are so many characters here that I would like to explore in like smaller groups. So I think we'll revisit them here on the channel or on Twitch. We'll see. I have kind of a few different ways that things might get revisited, but we are doing our last little social get together. We'll see if this like yields anything. They haven't for a while, so not expecting anything. Oh, we do get a wanderer, Velma. Let's accept and let's take a look at her. So probably, oh, I thought you were a high mate. You are not a, you are a high mate. You're not capable of violence. You can attack, but that's not real. Interesting. 49. Okay. Have some weapons equipped. We will welcome you into the colony, our latest and last kind of like new member. So let's take a look at things. We built all this out here just so that we like have extra power. We're on our third kind of like Tabana gas site. We had, no, actually this is our fourth. We had one up here, one right here in our base, and there. And then it looks like we have some more on the map if we need it. Killbox, basically we're pretty much just like unkillable at this point. Any raid that like comes to gather for a while, I just like uncheck hold fire and it decimates them. I think out of the last few raids, there were maybe like a couple mechs that showed up. And instead of facing like 40 or 60 of them, like 9 made it into our kill box. So history-wise, oh my gosh, last 30 days, we are at 41 million wealth. So if we take a look at all of it, there it is. Statistics, 3 days, 3 days, 16 hours of playtime I put into this series. Colony wealth, 41 million. Major threats, 132, 114 raids. Obviously, you guys didn't see all of that. A lot happened kind of off screen. It says colonists killed 31, but I'm pretty sure we're just at like, what, 12? 13? I think part of that was, you know how we have like our other colony? I think loading and unloading, I'll have to test it without Rocket Man to see if maybe Rocket Man was just kind of like wiping that data since the colony was unloaded. But yeah, we had some like weird stuff that kind of broke some pods, like Brock can't be any kind of specialist anymore. If I try and click assign role, nothing happens there. So some weird interactions somewhere in the mod pack between I think it's called faction manager and kind of the rest of the deal. But yeah, only 13 deaths. My gosh, 11 of them happened in that one assault that we did, and happened within like moments of us landing, basically. Base wise, you know, we did kind of like put cactus over here when we did need some more wood. I went a little overboard. We moved our farm here. We kind of like cleared all this area out. I was super excited that this mod released during the playthrough and we actually got to use some Mandalorian ships. Super bummed that I couldn't get the bombing runs to work out. But that's fine. We ended up with, what, 4 barracks, one for the couples. I guess we have another one for the prison. A nursery, a little eco is our latest member. He is the child of Vand and Golos. They just like keep having kids. Our farm, indoor farm area, like expanded a lot bigger than I thought it would. And yeah, you can kind of see like kitchen's a little bit empty. We've started moving supplies into the ship. I like the way that the hospital turned out. I like that we kind of like worked our research into it. So we have like our hypertech research benches, and these guys, I believe, increase the research speed. Yeah. But they also have interaction spots you can see. I was like, oh, maybe they're research benches. It turns out that they can come here for recreation. So they actually like come over to these and play games. So it's kind of neat to see them researching. And then, you know, when it's break time, some folks might come over here and like recreate. Wasn't too thrilled with the way the dining room turned out, but it works. It's like functional. And I didn't spend too much time on kind of like making their recreation room like really great either, but everything turned out to be like unbelievably or extremely impressive. So that's nice. This little workshop, I liked how everything just kind of like fit into it, especially once we moved our hypertech fabricators into this area. I'm super excited about this area. I really like the way that this kind of ended up looking. I wasn't sure how to kind of like get like a Mandalorian forge like in the game. And so, yeah, I think this ended up looking good. The space obviously like extended a lot. And I need to remember these biosculptor pods, especially when I add like 2 mods that add more functionality to them. But yeah, I'm glad that we got to use the chapel a few times. And this room, completely dig it. Glad that we could put the throne in here. And really liked the drums and the seating area. Onto the ship, we'll like take a look at how this has been completed. It's been maybe a couple years since I played with SOS, Save Our Ship 2. But pretty cool. We have like Tabana storage here for our fusion reactors. We have valves here that are turned off, so they're not actually running. Let's actually like turn these guys on. I don't know how much power this thing's going to consume. We've had it connected to our base, so I guess we'll like flick that switch off as well. On the Tabana gas front, we do have pipes, and I extended the pipes down through these areas just because like if we're ever going to refuel that, what we'll have to do is we'll have to build like a fuel ship, I think, that's just like full of tanks that we like land somewhere, right? Pump it full of gas, and then we need to make a connection between that ship and our ship. And I figure it's just easiest to just kind of like build a pipe to connect them, and then hit the button on the tanks to transfer content. So that's potentially one way that we could keep that fueled and have like this reserve power. This is turned off. Everything is still on. Let's see. So grid excess is, excess is 124,000. That's pretty extreme. Oh, these guys are running because they were fueled, but they won't be fueled anymore. I think we can go ahead and maybe like shut these 2 off and take a look at how this goes. These are completely fueled. They have 4 years of fuel in them, and we have tons of fuel pods. So that guy's off, that guy's off. Still 100,000. Can we switch these guys off? We can't. Let's toggle automatic fueling off. Got a workshop area. Obviously, there's like a Durasteel vein under here, so our drills are all in here right now. Built a few shuttle bays. So we have this heavy cargo shuttle and a super heavy drop shuttle, one in kind of like each, I guess, wing section. This is our bridge. You know, we got the captain's seat right here, a couple tactical consoles, a couple science consoles, pilot console, which we don't actually need to use because we do have the ship computer core. Let's also turn on our cloaking device. And all our weapons are turned off right now, so that'll be interesting to see if we need to turn these guys on in order to like avoid a power drain. How much does this produce? It produces 10,000. And then these guys are producing like 8,000 each. So interesting. Okay, cool. Hospital. We have from vanilla expanded the crypto sleep suspender caskets. We wired them all up to be part of the food network, like our food pipeline. We have our barracks here. We do have a couple double beds in them just in case people couple up on space flight. More weapons. We did build a temple. More weapons. We didn't actually build any torpedoes, but we have the torpedo launchers. We should be able to like fabricate torpedoes at the fabricator, right? Yeah, torpedoes. Oh, we need to load up the ship with chem fuel. Good call out. And then up here, we have several spinal guns. And then we have lots of cooling tanks. I don't actually know how much cooling we'll need, but these are the large cooling tanks, and these are the regular sized cooling tanks. Back the last time I played Save Our Ship, it was like a radiator mechanic. And so if we look here, we have like heat sinks, but I don't see any radiators. We have thermal conduit. But nothing to radiate the heat out. So I'm thinking we just kind of like store it and then try and cool it. Oh, there go our solar panels inside now that the sun's going down. If it does get too hot, we have 4 of these emergency purge ports. You load them up with silver as fuel. And basically, like, if things get too hot, you just like spew molten silver out into the vacuum of space to kind of like reduce heat. Ooh, let's close all that. We have shields. Let's turn that on. And this one. These are the Save Our Ship shields, but we also have this hypertech shield generator. I don't know if this would work in space combat, but, we'll see. If it does, that would potentially alleviate stress from our shields, which would generate heat. So like taking fire, our shields would generate heat, and also firing our weapons, I believe, also generates heat that we have to be able to kind of like store. If we pop the roof on, you can kind of see this, what the roof of the ship looks like. And then these weapon batteries, you can see that these are actually meant to be like turrets like on the outside of the ship, which is pretty neat, kind of neat to have that view. You can also see our purge ports throughout the ship. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our ship. I think from a story perspective, we've rid this world of Imperial presence. The only kind of like foes that we have to face are just kind of like locals that pose no threat to us. So I think we're going to go ahead and reload our Genador colony. This was meant to be like a home for Clan Brock. And so, now that our main battle is over, we'll go ahead and let like the Brock family retire to that home that they built, kind of in peace. Ooh, spawning all the things. So that would be Brock, I believe his daughter, Savannah, right? Actually, Savannah's in love with Nemo. So we'll bring Sable. So Brock, Gen's wife, Cat Van, and their 3 children, Sable, Jory, and Axel, right? Is Sable... Yep. So these guys, let's go ahead and load them up in here. Let's go Brock. Accept. Again. Catfan. Sable. Jory. And Axel. For our ship, we're going to send basically one person from each clan. So let's bring these guys up here. Okay, let's land you, I guess, right there. As for like Asha, she lost both her children fighting the Empire. She also lost her son, or I mean her first husband. Ooh, where is that? Not actually, it was her first lover. It wasn't Codex. I feel like she had a relationship with someone. I can't remember. Well, the father of her children, Avon, but that was just a donation. But she did manage to find a new love. So she and Zandy got together a while back, and they have been pretty inseparable. And they're basically all that's left of Clan Sumi. So I think for them, she just wants to kind of like go live out a quiet, peaceful life as well. So she's going to take the Razor Crest, and they're going to go settle somewhere else. Do we have this set as home? We do. Cool. So they do have some supplies here. And yeah, there they go. Actually, Cat Band. Ooh. Wait, Cap, are you the right person? You're not the right person. Where is Cat Band? Oh, there you are. Okay. Let's swap them out. Let's go back here. Cap. Just waiting on Zand. And Cat Fan, we can actually load you up and just like make a swap. And back here, again, where are you? You can have this bed. Okay, and nearby, but a little bit of a way. Oh. There we go. And we'll send them some supplies. But Asha is just going to name this place after her children. So Fiago and Faina. Hostia. And we will say Fiago Faina. Okay, this is our crew. Their mission is to go out into the world, or not the world, to go out into the galaxy and actually find more Mandalorians to kind of like bring back to this like Mandalorian society that we're building here. So Nemo, the child of Kieran, is part of House Dale, Clan Dale. Ty, child of Virgil, and oh my gosh, Bryn? So brother of, where is your brother? Kaz. Savannah, hailing from Clan Brock. Salvatore from Clan Maine. Belle from Clan Kif. Alec from Clan, Clan Hale, Angus Hale. That random prisoner that we discovered who was already part of our faction and our ideology, and Tenebrae, who is part of House Dale, but doesn't really have a clan of her own, just like the rest of the folks in the like lighter armor. She was our latest foundling, though, so it seems appropriate that she would be part of this kind of like young crew to go. I think Ty being the youngest at like 16, and then maybe Nemo being one of the older ones at 20. Savannah's at 21, yeah. So that's pretty much it. We're just going to launch the ship and let the story end here. We'll see what stories we have in the future, kind of between, actually, we didn't name the ship. So that was one thing that I wanted to do. We are going to show ship info. No. Rename the ship. And so our main colony here is called Kirandar. So we're going to call this Kirandar's Edge. Kind of looks like a sword, potentially. Like if this were a little bit wider, it could be the hilt. But once we get into space, we could potentially make this a little bit bigger. But yeah, potentially in the future, we'll do a series for Kirandar's Edge. Maybe we'll come back and visit Clan Brock. Maybe we'll build up Clan Sumi, or maybe we'll just come back and see how Kirandar goes. But that's it for now. We'll go ahead and launch the ship. And I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Thanks so much for hanging out. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.